everyone, it's me, Jamie, and today we will be talking all things Miss America. So it's officially October now, which means I competed for Miss America last month, and I'm in the full swing of being Miss New Jersey again, but a lot of people still have questions about what it's like to compete for Miss America, what it's like to go, and the whole experience in general. So I will be focusing on 3 main points. So 1 is going to be clearing misconceptions, 2 is going to be my favorite parts of the experience, and then 3 is going to be my biggest takeaway. So let's get started. 1, clearing misconceptions. So a lot of people ask me if it's this scary competitive environment, and it is not. It is fully an environment where women are empowering women, and I never once felt intimidated by another candidate, and I never felt like anyone was coming after me or anyone would ruin my dress. It's so not that scary competitive environment at all. I left Miss America with 50 new friends, and I can say I have a friend in every state, and I fully believe that they are my sisters. We went through something together that no one else can say that they did in this specific time of year. So it was awesome. So 2, do we eat a lot? Yes. So people asked me, they were like, what did you eat during Miss America? Like, what do you eat during pageant week? This was a little bit different than competing for Miss New Jersey because at Miss America, there was no swimsuit competition. So what I ate was a little bit different than how clean I was eating at Miss New Jersey, but we were fed dessert at every meal. Boca and Margate sponsored a lot of meals for us. We went out to dinner a lot. We ate so well. No one left hungry from Atlantic City, for sure. So another misconception. People ask if we know the top 15 before the show. No. We find out the top 15 on stage with everyone else. So there is no secret meeting beforehand where everyone sits us down and they say, these are the girls who made the final cut. Everyone else, prepare yourself. We find out live on TV along with everyone else. Another misconception is Miss America does not go to Miss Universe afterwards. That is the Miss USA organization. So 2 biggest pageant organizations, I would say, are Miss USA and Miss America. Miss America stops at Miss America. Miss USA goes on to compete for Miss Universe. So, part 2, my favorite parts of the experience. So, as a whole, I would say one of, if not the biggest favorite part of the experience is being Miss New Jersey in Atlantic City during Miss America. I felt like Miss America every single day. Whenever we would go somewhere, whether it was out to dinner or to an event, a community event in Atlantic City, we would hear, where's Miss New Jersey? Where's our Miss New Jersey? And I literally felt so special. I'm not sure I will ever feel that special again in my life. I may have peaked. I'm kind of okay with it, so whatever. But yes, being Miss New Jersey in Atlantic City during Miss America is one of the greatest feelings in the entire world because the city of Atlantic City truly embraces all of the girls, but they particularly love their Miss New Jersey. So it was awesome. I loved it. So going along with that, one of my favorite, I kind of have 3 favorite things. Second favorite thing was the Show Me Your Shoes parade on the Atlantic City boardwalk. Again, all of the girls felt so loved during that because their families were there and the community just loves the Show Me Your Shoes parade. It's so much fun. But being Miss New Jersey was awesome. Everyone there is your fan, pretty much. So many people from the community go onto the boardwalk to watch it. It was mass amounts of people. I can't even describe how many people were there, and it was pouring rain, so I can't imagine what it would be like if it was sunny and beautiful. And the entire boardwalk just erupted every time I went down in my convertible, and my driver was so nice. He let me still ride on top of the convertible even though it was raining, and I was dressed as the Jersey Devil, so the Jersey community loved it. Atlantic City loved it. I had a crazy amount of family and friends there, so like I said before, don't think I will ever feel that special. again, it was insane. Just having that many people cheer for you and scream for you and tell you that they're rooting for you and that they love you, I just felt so loved by everyone there, and it was totally awesome. So my third favorite part of the experience was it was definitely right before the live show. So all of us were lined up backstage, and we could just hear the audience in Boardwalk Hall freaking out because they were so excited for the live show and to see who would be crowned Miss America. And just being back there and hearing that and having the nervous jitters about being on live TV and will I make the top 15, and just we all were so overwhelmed with emotion and wonderful emotion and nerves and excitement and just a bunch of crazy emotions going through our heads, but it was a surreal experience. So then walking from backstage onto the stage, we all lined up along, so the stage was like a curve, semicircle. We lined up along the semicircle and just looked out into the audience, and I saw so many familiar faces because so many people, it was so easy for people to come from New Jersey, so I saw so many familiar faces from not just the pageant community and the Miss New Jersey community, but just friends and family that were there to support me. Was so crazy and awesome, and I loved it so very much, and I have the best village in the entire world, and they were all there. I had old neighbors from Texas that flew just to see me compete. It was amazing. So hearing the crowd and looking out and seeing everyone go crazy was like, ooh, like that was my feeling in the moment. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to be on TV. I might have my 5 seconds of fame, which I ended up having my 5 seconds of fame during my introduction. So those were my 3 favorite parts of the experience. So I would say now is my biggest takeaway from the experience. So this is coming from someone who did not make the top 15. So the live show came and went. I did not make the top 15. I did not perform on live TV. I did not get to compete on live TV. I said my introduction. I came out during the runway walk with the other women who did not make the top 15. And then I came out at the end for crowning. From the perspective of someone who did not make the top 15, I learned a lot about giving it your all and accepting the results regardless. So I went to Miss America and I gave it absolutely everything I had. I looked back after each phase of competition was over, and I could say to myself, there was nothing else I could have done more. I danced my heart out. I did my best in my onstage question. I did my best in my runway walk, and then my little verbal tweet during that. I did absolutely everything I could. My private interview went as best as it could have. I felt so great and so confident with the work that I gave out. So when the top 15 was announced and I wasn't in it, I kind of took a moment for myself, and I thought, of course there's that initial disappointment. Anyone wants to make the top 15. They'd be crazy if they didn't. So I reflected and I thought to myself, this is a really great life lesson that I'm learning in this moment, is sometimes you can give absolutely everything you have into something, and it may not be enough. It may not be what someone else is looking for. I wasn't what those judges were looking for. I wasn't what they wanted in that moment, and that was totally okay, because I still got to say I competed for Miss America, and I could say that I did it to the best of my ability. It's okay to not make the cut. It's okay to not be chosen for something that you really want, as long as you're giving your everything into it. So I can say that I went to Miss America, I did my best, and that was that. So that was my big life lesson, and my moment that I had for myself after not making the top 15 was that it's okay to not be what someone else is looking for, and it's someone else's perception of you does not change who you are. And just because I wasn't this year's Miss America, or I wasn't in the top 15, and I wasn't what those judges wanted, doesn't make me any less of a person, and it doesn't take away from anything that I did, because different day, different judges, different girl, different winner. That's how it is, especially when you compete for a pageant or a competition on that scale. I mean, I competed on a national level for something, and I'm so proud of the work that I did. So that's my Miss America recap. If anyone has any questions, put them in the comments or let me know. But pretty much, that's what's up.